Welcome to the Explainer. You know that feeling when an app just works perfectly? Well, that's no accident. There's this whole invisible quest that happens behind the scenes, and today we're going to give you the map to follow it. So here's the big question, right? How does a brilliant idea actually turn into a flawless app that you can hold in your hands? How do you make sure it works perfectly every single time? It's not a secret. It's a process. And that process, it's not magic, not at all. It's a really structured journey called the software testing lifecycle. And we're going to break down that whole journey step by step together. All right, let's get into it. So our quest, it doesn't start with a single line of code. Nope. It starts way before that with something much more fundamental, making a map and a really solid plan. This is phase one. So before anyone even thinks about building something, the testing team has to get in there and really understand what the software is supposed to do. Deeply understand it. They dig into the goals, they talk to the product folks, and most importantly, they start thinking like you, the user, from day one. They're creating these big picture test scenarios, stuff like, can a user actually buy something, or can they reset their password if they forget it? These are the huge questions that determine if the whole thing is a success. This master plan is what we call the test strategy, and it's so much more than a simple to-do list. Think of it like the master blueprint for the entire quest. It lays out exactly what will be tested, and just as important, what won't. It figures out who's doing the testing and for how long. It even plans which tests a computer can run automatically. Basically, this document is the guide for every single decision from here on out. And this right here, this is what separates good planning from great planning. See, testing isn't just about finding bugs after they're already there. It's about looking into the future and anticipating them. A really solid strategy asks, okay, what could go wrong here, What if a key person gets sick or the server crashes? And then it builds a backup plan right from the start. It's all about being prepared. Okay, so our map is drawn, the strategy is set. Now the quest moves into phase two. It's time to actually assemble our toolkit and build the arena where the tests will happen. This is all about test case design and setting up the environment. This is where we get really specific. We take that big picture test scenario, that's the what we want to test, and we break it down into a super detailed test case. That's the how. It's like a step-by-step recipe. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. And here's exactly what should happen. You script out every single action so absolutely nothing gets missed. Now, while all those recipes are being written, something else is happening at the same time. The team is building the test arena. This is a totally dedicated, pristine digital space. Could be a real computer, could be a virtual one, but the key is it's completely clean. No other software, no junk. Why? Because you need a perfect, identical starting point for every single test. That's the only way you can be sure your results are reliable and not skewed by something random. All right, this is it, the main event. The plan is locked in, the tools are ready, the arena is built. It is finally time to put the software through its paces and see how it holds up. We're in the test execution phase. Now, test execution isn't a one-shot deal, not at all. It's this constant cycle. The team runs the tests, they find bugs, they send those bugs over to the developers fix them, and then what? The team tests it all over again. This loop goes on until the software is finally stable and reliable. So how do you know when the quest is actually over? Well, it's not done until you can tick every single box on this victory checklist. That means 100% of the tests have been run. And this is the big one, there are absolutely no critical bugs left. The show-stopping kind that would make the app crash. Once every bug is fixed, checked, and closed out, only then can the team give it the green light and certify it for release. Okay, so we followed this whole journey, right? From just an idea all the way to a finished product. Now let's bring this into the real world. Let's talk about how you can use this, especially if you're, say, in a job interview for a testing role. Imagine you're sitting in that interview, and they hit you with this question. Now, based on everything we just went over, what do you think a really strong answer would be? The best answer shows you're proactive, not just reactive. It's all about being the very first user. Your job is to spot potential problems, confusing steps, anything that feels off long before a single line of code is even written. That kind of thinking saves a ton of time and money down the road. Okay, here's another one you'll hear a lot. This one is really designed to see if you understand you're part of a bigger team. Who needs to look at and approve your test strategy? And the answer shows that testing doesn't happen in a vacuum. A great test plan needs a thumbs up from the product managers, from the development team, and yeah, even from the support team who'll be dealing with customers later. Answering like this shows you get it. Quality is a team sport, for sure. So there you have it, the software testing lifecycle. It's a clear, powerful path for creating quality software. It's not magic, it's a method. It's the map that turns a brilliant idea into a flawless product. And now that you have that map, are you ready for the quest?